The world you see is vast, complex, and interconnected. Nations rise and fall, markets fluctuate, wars are waged, treaties signed. Yet beneath the headlines, beyond the speeches, there exists a force often unseen, quiet, deliberate, and profoundly influential. Really controls the world. Is it the politicians whose faces dominate our screens, the presidents and prime ministers we vote for? Or is the truth deeper, quieter, and far more intricate than most dare to consider? Every decision you think is yours is influenced, shaped, or constrained by systems, networks, and powers that operate mostly in the shadows. Control is rarely absolute, but it is often invisible, calculated, and far-reaching. Part 1: Historical Foundations of Power. To understand today, we must look back. History is not random, it is shaped by those with influence. Ancient empires understood power is more than armies, it is wealth, information, and influence over belief. The pharaohs of Egypt, the Roman emperors, medieval kings, they ruled by controlling knowledge, religion, and resources. Colonizers extended this globally, not only conquering lands, but shaping economies, trade, and societies to their advantage. Control is subtle. Force alone cannot sustain empires. Systems, social, financial, informational, ensure influence endures, often long after rulers have disappeared. Part 2: Money as Influence. Today, money is the most visible lever of control. Banks, multinational corporations, and financial institutions shape economies, influence governments, and determine who thrives or falls. Central banks influence interest rates and currency values, constraining even elected officials. Corporations control production, technology, media, and culture. Consumer choices may feel free, but the systems behind them guide behavior in ways few notice. Wealth allows those who hold it to shape policy, fund narratives, and sway markets, quietly, efficiently, and globally. Part 3: Information and Narrative. Information is power. Those who shape narratives influence perception, belief, and action. Media, television, newspapers, online platforms decide what we see, how stories are framed, and which voices dominate. Social media algorithms intensify this, reinforcing worldviews, getting attention, and subtly shaping thought. History teaches that control over information is central to influence. Dictators, corporations, and governments have all leveraged it to maintain power. In this sense, who controls information controls reality, or at least the perception of it. Part 4: Politics, Networks, and Global Influence. Politicians appear powerful, but their influence is often constrained by larger networks. Lobbyists, donors, supranational organizations, and elite councils. Trade agreements, sanctions, and policies are negotiated behind closed doors. Campaigns are funded, debates framed, and options curated to favor existing power structures. Democracy offers choice, but often only within the boundaries defined by networks of influence. Control is a network, financial, political, and informational forces intertwined, invisible to most, yet shaping outcomes profoundly. Part 5: Cultural and Psychological Control. True control is psychological. Culture, ideology, religion, education, and social norms shape how people think, behave, and aspire. Advertising, entertainment, and social media subtly condition desires and fears. People often comply voluntarily, internalizing rules and norms that reinforce existing hierarchies. This is control at its most effective, invisible, internalized, and enduring. Power works best when it is unseen, accepted, and normalized. Part 6: Globalization and Hidden Structures. Globalization has created networks of influence that cross borders. Corporations, financial markets, and international organizations coordinate actions, policies, and responses to crises. Wars, recessions, and pandemics reveal how interconnected decisions are. Governments appear sovereign, but global networks often dictate outcomes in subtle, systemic ways. Power is distributed yet centralized, complex yet coordinated. Those who understand this system can influence it far more than elected officials, appearing invisible yet profoundly consequential. Part 7. The illusion of freedom. Most believe they are free to choose, free to think, free to act. Yet daily life is influenced by unseen structures, economic, cultural, informational, and political. Freedom exists, but within constraints. Recognizing this is the first step toward true awareness. Once you see the levers, the networks, and the systems, you can navigate them consciously rather than unconsciously. Awareness itself becomes a form of power. In conclusion, so who controls the world? It is not a single person, a single government, or a single organization. Control is distributed among those who understand systems, financial, informational, cultural, and political, and leverage them effectively. It exists in banks, corporations, media conglomerates, political networks, and cultural institutions. It is subtle, invisible, yet profoundly influential. But here is the truth: awareness is power. Understanding these forces allows you to act consciously. While you may not control the world, you can control how you navigate it, align with knowledge, and protect your freedom within these systems. The world may be controlled, but a mind that sees clearly is never fully governed. Knowledge of the system is the first step toward freedom.